Brown Dog Gadgets. Live!
Hi, welcome to another wonderful edition of Brown Dog Gadgets Does Something with their time during COVID-19. And we're here today with Matthew from SquishyCircuits.com. He's one of our favorite people because he makes really cool electronic dough and sells these really great kits, and we do a kit with him. And today Matthew's going to show us how to make some really fun stuff, and then we're going to make some fun stuff too, show off some fun, crazy circuits, Arduino-esque projects with conductive dough, and then, talk over some fun STEM activities. These are great things to do if you're stuck at home with kids, if you're a teacher trying to do some activities with kids, or summer camp, because dough is awesome, and it literally is just conductive Play-Doh. So if you can use Play-Doh, you can use this stuff. So we're going to pop over to Matthew. Hey, Matthew.
Hello. Hi, everybody. Thanks for having me, Josh, and Brown Dog Gadgets. It's great to be here with you all. And hope everybody's doing well at home. It's an interesting time for sure. So here at Squishy Circuits, as Josh said, we make conductive Play-Doh. So this is Play-Doh. You probably have some at your house already. Our Play-Doh is much saltier, and salt allows it to conduct electricity. We also have another Play-Doh, and we always use a white dough, and that dough doesn't have the salt in it. And so it's an insulator dough because it doesn't let electricity go through it. And so we're able to actually use the doughs to kind of bring our Play-Doh creations to life. I'll give you a quick example. Let me transition over. Here's all of the different colors. As I mentioned, the white dough is our insulating dough, so that will not let electricity go through. All of the colors are conductors, so electricity can go through them. It all starts with the battery holder, so that provides power for our squishy circuits. And the easiest circuit that we can make is by taking two pieces of conductive dough and adding the terminals into the dough. Now, electricity always flows in a circuit, which is like a circle. So we'd call this an open because there's a gap in our circuit right now. I have these little LEDs, and they have two terminals at the end. And if I take them and I plug them in, now we've completed our circuit or our circle, and you can see that that LED is turning on. I can demonstrate some properties of circuits. So for example, if I push this together, the LED is going to turn off because electricity always takes the path of least resistance. So right now it's going from this Play-Doh to this Play-Doh and just totally bypassing that LED. If we separate it, the LED turns right back on. And this is why we use this white insulating dough. So we can take that dough and we can put it in the middle. And when we do that, the electricity has to go around that layer of white insulating dough. And that's allowing the LED to stay lit, even though all of the doughs are touching. So that's not that exciting, but we can make it more exciting. For example, we can add more LEDs. And we have LEDs in 8 different colors. This is a property of LEDs. I put this one in backwards. And so electricity can only go one way through an LED, and so we call that property polarity. We can just switch it around, and it'll turn right back on. And so we like to say you can just try it either way, and if it doesn't work, flip it around. We also have other components, such as motors. And so we can plug those in. You see they have those big paddles also. We'll give it a head start. And now we have motion. And because the house is probably too quiet right now, we have beepers and buzzers. So we have a piezoelectric buzzer, which is kind of like a beep noise. And we have a mechanical buzzer, which is more of a buzz, and it's a little quieter. So that's kind of the basics of squishy circuits. It's a really easy, fun, hands-on way to get started with circuitry and learning the principles and the vocabulary of how circuits work. As we get more advanced, we can get a lot more exciting designs. Before we went live, I took some time, and I was feeling kind of summery in springtime because we're in Minnesota and it's a beautiful sunny day. And so I thought probably a flower would be a good fit.
Is it really that
sunny,
sunny, Matthew?
Is it that sunny? Because it's pretty cold and dreary here in Wisconsin.
Well, you are missing out because it is absolutely beautiful today. And let's see. Yes. Now, if I plug the flower into our battery holder, we have this ring of LEDs in different colors turning on. And we even have a color changing bulb that kind of cycles through all the different color iterations. And this is kind of a fun circuit because it's following the same principles. We have electricity going into this outer ring and the stem, and then there's a layer of white in the middle there, and then there's the yellow with the red dots. And so that layer of white is making sure that there's not a short circuit between the outer ring and the inner ring. And that's how that circuit is operating. And then we also, I was feeling maybe adventurous, and I thought a submarine would be a cool addition. And this one's going to be a little harder to see, and so I'm going to flip the camera over, and let's see if I can show this. So now we have a little, oh no, now my batteries are falling. We have the submarine, we have a little propeller back there spinning, and he has headlights. So yeah, really whatever you want to dream up with squishy circuits, you can bring it to life. With motion, buzzers, and LEDs.
Now, Matthew, one of the things I love about your parts are like your battery holders, your motors, and your like buzzers all have nice thick metal ends to them. Do you mind showing those off? Because I think those are really, really handy.
Yeah. So these are a let's see. So they're thin kind of aluminum terminals, and we use aluminum because I mentioned that the salt is what's in the dough conducting. And salt is really hard on metals, or on metals, particularly with electricity. And so it corrodes very quickly. And so we have these big terminals that make it, number one, very easy to insert and remove from the Play-Doh. And number two, they last a long time and are made particularly for this purpose. And so we've had really good success with these versus like if you used an alligator clip, it would start to turn brown and rust and disintegrate very quickly in the salt.
I will mention that I have used alligator clips with your dough before and just over many trade shows. So they've been on 8 hours a day, 4 or 5 days in a row. And there was one I picked up for another event, and it literally like broke apart in my hand. I never had a chunk of copper have that happen. Even LEDs too, it'll eat away those legs. But those metal ends really make a big difference, though, for those battery holders.
Right. With the LEDs, we do say that they're, we'll call it a consumable of squishy circuits. Over time, these legs are going to break off, or the salt will kind of disintegrate them. But these are a cheap, standard LED that you could buy off Amazon or eBay, or from our website, or even yours. And so we offer different kits ranging, our cheapest kit, the light kit, has 15 LEDs in 3 colors, and our more expensive kit, the deluxe kit, comes with 40 of them.
I have one of your kits here. Yeah, they're pretty awesome.
Yeah, so we have 3 different kits. Like I said, the light kit I just showed you, the standard kit, and that includes the buzzer and 25 LEDs, the battery holder, and some Play-Dohs. And then our deluxe kit is kind of the everything package. It comes with all of the doughs, the battery holders, the buzzers, the motors, and 40 LEDs, and all sorts of extra gizmos and gadgets.
Now Matthew, can people make their own dough as well?
Absolutely. That's a great question. And that's a really fun activity, too. So we have the recipes on our website, squishycircuits.com. Salt, flour, water, oil, cream of tartar. So all things you probably have in your kitchen already. Or you can take a quick run to the grocery store and pick up all the ingredients there.
Provided the grocery store has flour, because I've noticed they're out of that because everyone's baking now.
Yes, we were able to find some the other day on the end cap. We got lucky that there was a hidden stock that nobody else knew about. So, yes.
I've also used it with lime juice before when I was I had no cream of tartar powder at like 11 o'clock at night before a thing ages ago, and lemon juice seemed to work pretty well too. Lime juice.
Lemon juice. I have not tried lemon, or not lime juice, but I have tried the lemon. It creates a very, we'll say, pine solely Play-Doh.
My green, I had actually made green Play-Doh with lime juice that had like this great lime smell. It's like, this is just odd.
Anything works, right, in a pinch.
It does, and you know what? It conducted just fine. And so, I used to use this dough
dough projects back in my 8th grade classroom as well as with our 3rd grade buddies. It was just such a great way to teach basic circuitry concepts. Short circuit, positive, negative, how a diode works, just very simple things for the younger kids to do. And they had a blast doing it because you learn your concepts, you have a good time, you free play. And this is the kind of thing, too, that right now parents give their kids one of your kits, and the kids can just do all the work themselves. They don't really need a lot of adult supervision because it's Play-Doh.
And there's no risk of failure here. If you make a circuit that's not quite correct, nothing burns up or it's not unsafe. It just simply won't turn on the LED or the motor won't spin. And so it's a fun environment to try, make some mistakes, and if you don't like it, you can just make a new Play-Doh creation. And that's kind of the exciting, and the glory of it.
Exactly, and it's one of those no fault play activities. It's just everyone can have fun and do their own crazy thing. And we actually have a couple of projects here on the table below me, and we're going to switch to an above view. And I've got a couple of Arduino projects that use your dough.
Right, and so that you're kind of the next level. So we're the basics.
We build
squishy circuits, but then we take it to the next level, and that's where you guys come to play.
Yeah.
With your crazy circuit set. So Josh, tell us about those a little more.
Sure. So these are our open source Lego-based electronic stuff, and we've got a couple different Arduino boards. And by the way, these are projects as well. If somebody wants to do this with a standard Arduino or just random Arduino-compatible stuff, I think probably a microbit would also work just fine. You can make these exact same activities, but we're using our boards because we have a bunch of them. But what we're doing with these, let me power these on, and we're using the conductive dough as a variable resistor as well as an interactive touch point for our projects. Actually, probably helps if I break my dough out first. So this first project I like to call Squishy Touch because we're using a capacitive touch enabled board here to make things light up. I'd say it's kind of like a makey on steroids, if you know that makey as a product. But what we do is we turn this on. Much like your cell phone, this board will do capacitive touch, so it senses a change in state when your body interacts with the materials hooked up to you. Now we have alligator clips running from our board to the dough. Once it's on, the dough acts as our interactive touch point. No need to connect the ground. We touch it and it interacts with that one output. In this situation, we're doing touch equals light. We've also done this as a piano project. So we have a bunch of dough lined up and play 8 or 9 notes. Or you can have a pre-programmed effect happen like a servo moving or really anything you want to have hooked up to a capacitive touch input. But we're doing that. And this would work with like an Arduino Micro. We're using Teensy LC here as the brains of our Crazy Circuits invention board. Just touch equals light. And you could have up to 4 in this situation, 4 pieces of dough hooked up for that. That's a kind of fun one to take to trade shows. We often use this with conductive paint as well, which is way more work to deal with than conductive dough because it's a lot of messiness and drying has to happen. So there's this activity, which is fun. And by the way, hey Pete, who's next to me without a microphone right now because I stole his. Pete, where can they find these directions? BrownDogGadgets.com. There we go. We have directions for these. So if you ever want to use any of Matthew's awesome dough with an Arduino project, we have the code there. So if you have your own Arduino or other materials, you can use that code to make these activities. So we're going to show you this one, and then we're going to show you a second one. Make sure you get my power. Where we use this as a variable resistor. So this is a different board of ours. This is our robotics board. Plug this in. And we're using the dough as a variable resistor. I'm going to turn this off because it's really loud. So a variable resistor is just a resistor that changes its amount of output based on some kind of input. So often people have a potentiometer is a good one. You just turn a knob and the resistance goes up or down. Now in this situation, the dough is really cool because as people play with it, you'll notice that the longer the dough is, the more the resistance increases as the electricity travels over a longer distance. And also the thickness of the dough makes a difference in resistance change. So in this simple setup, we have turned this dough into a potentiometer using a resistor and a piezo speaker for the output so we can have a sound output. I've got these alligator clips, which I have thrown a couple of screws onto because they kept falling off and I had just the alligator clips in there. Again, one of the good reasons why Matthew's parts make so much more sense because alligator clips just don't really cut it, especially since most alligator clips are really cheap. So we're going to turn this on. It's going to be kind of loud and annoying. Yeah? Is it going to be loud and annoying? Maybe not. It was being loud and annoying earlier. I'm sure something is horribly broken the time that I've done this. Got laughs from behind me here. Maybe it's the wonderful screws that we're using. Nah. It does change sound effects. We have a couple different sets of codes where it changes the speed and the tone of that. Just kind of hard to pick up on a microphone, I imagine, at the moment. With this little guy, which is super annoying. Yeah, he's annoying me. He's not even very that loud. But we can use this as well to control like a servo or an LED flashing or a neopixel changing color. A lot of really easy ways to change so annoying. Change things with not sound effect-based, because sounds are the... By the way, teacher note, never do anything sound-based in the classroom because it is the worst thing to deal with. Nothing like having 10 groups of kids making sound effects or beeping very loudly. Back when I did this, a different project ages ago that was use a resistor, a variable resistor, and a speaker output. The first day we did things were horribly loud. The second day we built in a volume knob, so the volume resistor sort of dropped it down to a certain level because my head was splitting from that. But this is actually, you can make this with one of our project guides on our website. As Matthew mentioned, we do work together. We actually have a Crazy Circuits with Squishy Circuits kit on our website and also on squishycircuits.com as well. And Matthew's version comes with a couple extra parts on it, because he is awesome, and we threw some extra parts in his. So you can actually do this project from this. Otherwise, you can just add the extra resistor and screw terminal onto the stuff we have. But this is just a great way to get the kids building and making and trying some things with some non-standard material that's not just alligator clips and wires. It's funky dough and interesting inputs. So let's switch back to the side-by-side talking point. There we go. Yay, we're side-by-side again. Yay. Yay. Thanks, Producer Pete.
Thanks, Pete.
Pete, you can't actually hear what Matthew's saying because he doesn't have a headset on. Poor Pete over there. But so definitely if you want to make some fun stuff, check out squishycircuits.com. You've got tons of really good resources on your website as well. Good videos, some nice example projects. Not to mention the fact that it's dough, so I mean, go crazy with it. And I know there's a lot of also really good general good resources on Squishy projects online in general. People want to just Google search a bit. Instructables has quite a few things people post over the years for doing stuff. But your dough is pretty fantastic, and it definitely beats. It beats trying to sit there like kneading your own dough over a stove.
I have made hundreds of pounds of Play-Doh. I know the routine quite well. If you're making several batches, it's very fun. When you need to do it in bulk, it gets a bit tedious.
Yeah. I just do it for my classroom. It's just not worth it. It is such a pain. My arms hurt so much after making.
And the colors just never come out quite the same.
No.
They're just not. They're always a little more muted.
Yeah, because using food coloring. I mean, it's just and something I learned too. Never ever try using a recipe note for insulating dough to use sugar, and that was so sticky, and it molded over so quickly in my classroom.
So we actually still use that recipe online because it's really what we've found as something that is still readily available that works in a pinch, but it does mold quickly. And so what we say is if you are going to make your dough, probably just buy our white insulating dough separately. Or you can use modeling clays like Sculpey or Primo. So just can't have salt in it.
And
doughs like that.
Your stuff is way better to use than the horrible sticky mess that I made ages ago. Just still in my head of the amount of mold in that gallon bag I had put on my desk. It's covered in mold.
Well, it's sugar, water, and flour and oil. So yeah, it's
especially the day of middle schoolers playing with it. All those little grubby middle schooler hands. Yeah, good stuff. But yeah, definitely check out this. You can buy this at squishycircuits.com, Amazon, as well as quite a few other. I know educational resellers have this. I know there's tons. I think you and I have most of the same resellers at this point. But you search for Squishy Circuits kits online, you'll find heaps of places selling these.
I will mention that we do have a coupon code active immediately after this live stream, one word, and that's 20% off your order.
Ooh. Had we been prepared, we could have flashed up ahead of time because things were live streaming. Like, we should have done that. It's too much work at this point.
This is live. We have to remember that.
It is live. Yes, I know. Well, we had a good intro this time. Yay for good stuff. But hey, thanks, Matthew. We're hoping to do interviews with cool people like Matthew. Hopefully every Thursday is kind of our goal, because there's a lot of people who are really bored at home, who have really cool things they want to show off and we love to play with. So it's a really good excuse to chat with somebody and do something kind of fun and different. So thanks so much, Matthew. Definitely check out CoolSquishyCircus.com stuff, because Matthew is awesome and his dough is pretty darn cool. And I love using it in my classroom back when I had one. I know a lot of the teachers do as well. And it's definitely one of those great affordable home projects as well for people to use right now, because I know there's so many expensive things out there, just obnoxiously expensive. And this is nicely priced for kids using stuff at home. And quality printing on these boxes too. So kudos, Matthew. Quality printing on these. So excellent. Thanks so much, Matthew. You have a good afternoon, and thanks for watching, everybody. We'll be back tomorrow with some other silly things about 3 o'clock again. So thanks, everybody. Bye.
Thanks for watching. Please visit browndoggadgets.com for parts, projects, and curriculum.
We're off.
Follow us on social media at browndoggadgets. Check out our live streams at Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. We'll see you next time.